I'm Craig Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different, and every breakup is different. Work with me, and you'll get professional help on your situation. Just click on the link in the description below, or go to my website, askcraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Craig Kenneth, and in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about my ex wants to stay friends. Is that a good idea? Well, sometimes when your relationship ends, your romantic relationship ends, your ex wants to stay in your life and they want to be a part of your life in a non-romantic way. And when you're in that situation, it can be really confusing, especially if they put you in a position where you feel uncomfortable saying no. And that does happen a lot, where maybe out of guilt or confusion and you really don't know how to handle the situation at the time, you find yourself saying yes when it's really not what you want. And so what I've found in these situations is that you have to stay true to yourself. If this is somebody that you really want to be involved with romantically, I don't recommend you staying their platonic friend, because you're going to be unhappy. You have to think about how things are going to play out in the long term if you're their friend, right? For example, let's say you agree to being their friend, and then you find out that they're dating again. Are they not going to be able to tell you that they're dating or starting to go out and see other people? I mean, because that's going to be a huge new part of their life, and they're going to be expecting that they can share that part of their life with you if you're truly their friend. So I really don't like the idea of being inauthentic with somebody and also settling, because I feel like if you settle for less than what you want, you're not going to be happy. So if you are friends and you're really trying to be more than friends, you're probably going to be acting in a manipulative way, because you're not truly being authentic with who you are and what you want, and you may try and sabotage their new relationship and undermine it, and you really don't want to have that attitude, because it's only going to come back to bite you. If you do things like that, it's going to come back to get you. And so I think that it's a tough situation, but I personally wouldn't be friends with somebody that I'm still romantically interested in and wanting to date. So I've got two quick emails and then a good email to share with you. The first email is just an email based on yesterday's video, blaming yourself about the breakup. The person that I did the email coaching about just gave me a little feedback, and I thought I'd share it with you. They said, "Morning, Coach Craig. Wow, thank you for all this. You really have made me feel better, as I knew you would. I needed to see these answers in print so I can keep reading them over and over again until they sink into my thick skull. That is why I chose to do an email coaching instead of a Skype this time." Well, as I mentioned yesterday, I had done, I think, 2 or 3 Skypes with her and 1 or 2 email coachings. And, I did give different insights in the email coaching other than the video, just because after I had filmed the video and I went back and did the email coaching, I thought of additional things and shared additional things and insights that I thought were going to be helpful to her. So she kind of got 2 coachings when I do an email coaching and I do a video on it. It's kind of like you get 2 separate things. Because sometimes when I'm reading out loud, I'll think of something, and then when I'm sitting down to write it, I think of something else. So when you do an email coaching with me, and I always say, let me know at the top of the form, let me know if you want it in a video, consider it. Okay? Consider letting me do a video on your topic, because it might give you additional insights that you didn't read on the actual email, right? So I always encourage you guys to allow me to do a coaching or a video on your email coaching, because I think it could be helpful for you. Of course, I change the names. I oftentimes don't even give the actual ages, and I won't give the locations either, because I want it to be anonymous and I want you to feel comfortable. And ladies especially, sometimes you ladies, I had several ladies today I did coachings with. I think I did 3 Skypes today with ladies, and something that often comes up is that a lot of ladies aren't sure that I work with women as well. And I absolutely do work with women all the time. In fact, I would say probably close to 40% of my clients are women. So for those of you ladies that have been watching and thinking, does this guy work with women too? I absolutely work with women all the time, and I'm more than qualified to work with women. You have to understand, I do have my master's degree in counseling, and I've been doing it for many, many years, working with boys, girls, men, and women. So yes, I absolutely am qualified to work with you ladies as well. And I do want to say this, ladies, let me share your emails as well, because maybe it's the fact that maybe guys, I thought about this earlier, maybe guys are a little bit more willing to let me share the email coachings in a video. If you ladies let me do the same, I'll be happy to do more videos for you ladies. But you ladies oftentimes maybe get a little shy or reluctant to share those things. But like I said, I'll try and keep it anonymous the best that I can. And so do consider letting me share your email coaching in a video, because I think it would be great if I had more videos for the ladies out there too. Okay? I like to try and make everybody happy out there. So let me go on. I got a little distracted here. She says, I guess what makes me hold on to her so much is that the first year, 2 years were pretty damn good until her mom's need became greater and greater. Anyway, if that person returned, she'd have to fight for me hard. But yeah, it's no longer about her. It's about us and being equal. I look forward to the video, as I'm sure it'll also help me a great deal. Thank you. You truly are the best at what you did. Okay, so I didn't ever realize this, but that was just simply based on the email that I had sent her, and she hadn't even seen the video yet. So actually, I do believe she left a comment in the video, and she was happy with the video too. I got a second quick email, and I thought I would share this one with you guys because I know how discouraged many of you are every day. I know how hard it is not to pick up and contact your ex. You sit there and you think about it over and over and over again. You're constantly fantasizing about reuniting with your ex, getting back with them, reaching out, and then having it fall back together again. So I know how hard it is. And so whenever I get a success story, big or small, and someone sends it to me, I love to share it. So keep that in mind for all of you guys that are watching. I do like to get success stories because they're encouraging, you know. When you're going through something like this, you need encouragement. You need to feel good. And so here's a good one, just a little success story, at least so far, from someone that says, hey Craig, I'm super excited to share a real quick update. My ex reached out after 3 months of not hearing from her. I was absolutely stunned. We often are. When the minute our ex reaches out to us for that first time and it's been a while, your heart will race. You will almost go into like a panic. You're not going to be able to think straight. You're going to get all of this adrenaline in your body. I promise you. Your whole body is going to feel like you're just like on drugs or like on morphine or something. You're just going to be like, wow. It's an incredibly powerful feeling. They go on to say, I truly thought she was too stubborn to reach out. I even disagreed with the videos you and Margaret did on being stubborn. Yeah, I see that a lot. A lot of you guys disagree with the videos that we put together on that. But I can assure you, Margaret put a lot of time and effort into writing those videos out and putting thought into it, and we had many discussions on the topic. Okay, so it wasn't just done lightly. I have to admit, I was wrong. She has an avoidant attachment, and I truly thought she would never give in. Still can't believe it. She did an indirect direct approach, asking about a book she had loaned me. We texted for several minutes, and I got a date lined up for 2 weekends from now. I actually have plans to go out of town this weekend. I just wanted to say to everyone that you never know if your ex will reach out. I have watched most of your videos, Craig, and look forward to our Skype before my date. Everyone, please stay strong. I have been depressed and felt hopeless, but I focused on myself and I'm hoping it will pay off. Even if we don't get back together, I am just thankful that I have a chance. I am going to double my effort the next few weeks and watch your videos every free moment that I have. Well, great job. You've stayed committed. You've been working on yourself this whole time. And hopefully you will have a good date. Obviously, talk about that in our Skype. And we'll, get you really prepared and over-prepared for that date. Because it can be really, really, really scary when you see your ex for that first time after a breakup. So I got one more email here from a woman that's in her mid-30s, and she's dating a guy that is a few years older than her for 5 years, so fairly long time. She said, "Hi Coach, my name is Samantha. I came across your channel around 3 weeks ago, and I love all your videos. My ex and I broke up a little bit more than a month ago after a long-term relationship. We had grown distant about 6 months ago when I started another job that kept me working late. Boy, sometimes we can have life really interfere with our relationship. And, we have a lot of outside factors that really do influence our relationship. Friends, family, job, expectations. A lot of things will put pressure on us, kids, and it can make it really hard. Illness, getting sick. Man, I see all of these little things, and sometimes they add up and they cause a breakup, or they lead to a breakup, right? He started getting tired of waiting for me since he would often get kind of home early. Alright, so he would get home early and she was working late. So, yep, he was getting bored, he was lonely. You could imagine, I don't know what time he got home, but she's getting home hours later. He's sitting around, he's like, I just want to go do something. So he started going out with his friends in the evening. He joined a softball league. Gradually, he kept coming home later and later. I grew frustrated and got defensive. I started feeling like he didn't care about me. Make sense? He told me I was overreacting and that he just doesn't want to be by himself at night. Well, I could see his point too. He's lonely, he wants to go out, so he does things with friends, he's joined the softball league, then you come home, you're like, now I'm home, where is he? Obviously, I started getting more and more upset, and everything seemed to spiral out of control. The intimacy was almost non-existent for a few months. Then, one night he comes home and says he can't do it anymore, that he's moving out. Of course, I broke down and begged him to stay, doing all the things that we do when we're about to lose someone we love. Then, come to find out from a friend, she sees him holding hands with a woman at the softball field parking lot. This was less than 2 weeks after we broke up. So, He was unhappy with the way things you were going with you two. He meets a girl in this softball league, probably started being friends with her, seeing her more and more often. I don't know how often the games were. Probably talking to her more and more, and started to like her. Stuff like that happens all the time. My ex came back recently to get his things, and we talked for about an hour. He did tell me that he started dating someone else. Oh, that's awful. Oh my gosh, that's the worst. And I literally felt like I was dying inside. Yeah, that's pretty much it, right? Just the worst feeling in the world. Oh, it really does feel like you're dying. He tried telling me about her. Yeah, like that's what you want to hear. But I said I didn't want to talk about it. I can't help but feel like he lined her up. I would agree with you on that. It definitely sounds like he lined her up. Things weren't going good with you. He didn't decide to put in any effort and to really make it work with you. He started liking her, hanging out with her, probably who he was staying out with later and later. Not necessarily cheating. This guy seems to have a little bit of integrity here. Because at least in the fact that he told you, he came out and told you, maybe he was cheating. I definitely wouldn't rule that out. But, you know, he may have been just hanging out with her after a game, you know, talking here and there, and it snowballed. Okay. She says that when he started to like her, he was able to move on. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was just saying. He told me that he missed me, that he still cares about me, and doesn't want to lose my friendship. That is the worst, right? Oh my gosh. Somebody wants to be your friend. No, I'm not your friend. I'm your boyfriend. And anything less than that, I'm not interested. That's me personally. No way I'm settling for less. No way in the world I would ever consider it. It's torture. It is torture. I have to be your friend? No, because I'm not going to be authentic. If I love you and I've been dating you for a while and I want to be with you, I'm not going to sit back and want to hear you talk about other people that you're dating. No, I'm going to be gone from your life. And if you want to work it out, then that's another story. We could talk. But I'm certainly not going to just be your friend and lie to myself about what I want and put myself in a position where I'm going to be hurt all the time and feel a lot of pain. No way. In the moment, I kind of caved in, but now I regret it. What do you think I should do? Well, you know, obviously it sounds like you really care about this guy and love him. You know, you were with him for 5 years and, you know, you're wanting to work it out. You're not wanting just friendship. So I wouldn't settle for friendship, and I wouldn't pretend to be somebody's friend when I'm not. That's manipulative, and it's not authentic, and I don't think it's going to really get you what you want. I think he'll respect you a lot more if you just say, listen, as much as you mean to me, I can't just be your friend. You know, you want to go out and date other people. It's not what I want. I love you. I want to work this out. But if that's what you want, you can go ahead and do that, and I'm not going to interfere with that. But I can't just be your friend. I mean, I would say something along those lines and let them know that it doesn't work for you. You're going to be miserable. I mean, who wouldn't be? I mean, the other thing is that, you know, if he's got you as a friend, you're kind of like a backup. You're kind of like a safety net. So if it doesn't work out with this other person, he can slide right back into your life easy. Or he keeps you in the backup all along. So then you can't move on. You can't let go and heal and go on with your life and start to find maybe somebody that does want to be with you, because you're going to be so hung up on Are they together? How is it going? Are they falling apart? Are they breaking up? What's going on? Constantly trying to figure out what is going on, and if you can get back into his life in more than just a friendship way, and really not moving on for yourself and healing, because you want to be with somebody that wants to be with you. And if he doesn't want to be with you right now, you can't force him. But you certainly don't have to settle for less than what you want and put yourself in a situation where you're unhappy either. So, if you want to get my help personally, just go to my website, askcraig.net. Sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. I do email coachings, I do Skypes, and if you got to get with me right away, I do offer emergency Skype coaching. But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth, and I will talk with you soon.